Hi, Susan Blue Robot here from SusanBlueRobot.com. I'm back today with another quick card making video. This one I'd done it for homework that Brian had set for the webinar, but then I thought, I'll turn it into a quick, simple, how to make a simple card stairs. So we're using Make the Cuts Pop-Up Card Studio, and this is the steps card I came up with. It's just the steps here with the words up here and the words on the zero plane here. So we'll get started. I'm using a card that is 5 inches high by 5 inches wide, and I'm on a plane of 0. So first off, I'm going to bring in a square, and I'm going to make that square over here 0.5 wide, enter, and 4.5 high, enter. Then I'm going to put that on the Y plane of 0.5, enter. Then I'm going to make sure it's on the bottom plane. It's on the bottom plane. I'm going to do, with that selected, I'm going to do a duplicate, and I'm going to do one row 9 across. That will make it from 0.5 this side to 0.5 that side, and spacing of 0, 0. And I go accept. So now I have 9 across here. I'm going to deselect them by clicking off that. Then I'm going to select just all but the outer 2 by lassoing around them. So that selects all of them, and I hit these scissors, which will cut it to the clipboard. Then I select these 2 by lassoing around it, and I do a foldback, and I go accept. Then I go to a plane of 1.5, and I go paste in place. Deselect them and just select all but the outer 2 by lassoing them, and I go cut to clipboard. I select these 2, and I go fold back. This time I get an option, do I want to fold it back to the last one or the back? I want to go to the very back, and I go accept. Then I go to a plane of 2 inches, we're going up by 0.5 each time. I go enter, and I go paste in place, deselect, select the innermost 3 and cut them to the clipboard. Then I select these 2, do a fold back. This time I have an option, 3 different foldbacks. I want to take it to the back plane, and I go accept. Now I go to a plane of 2.5, and I go paste in place. I deselect and take the inner one and cut that to the clipboard. Then I select these 2 and I do a fold back, and I go back to the backmost plane, go accept. Then I go to a plane of 3 inches, and I go paste in place. With that selected, go fold back to the back to the backmost plane, and go accept. And there we have our stairs. Now if I go to by hitting the space bar, I went to the bottom planes. If I go to a plane of 0 now, and I bring in the wording wishes, and push enter, go back to the select tool, select that, and you put that in place. Now to space them out a bit, I go split. That splits each letter, leaving, if they had innermost like B's and O's, they would stay with each other. I separate the Y and the S a bit, and then I go this one here, the horizontal space, and I space them out. That spaces them evenly between that Y and S, and that is that part of it. Then I go spacebar, and I go to a plane of 0.5, and I bring in the word birthday. And I go add. I go select tool, and I bring that. I want to take this across here. Now I'm going to zoom in and bring it down in the view. And what I'm going to do here, because they're just going to be anchored at the bottom here and the top at two sides, I want to overlap them a bit. So I go split, not break apart, but split. And I overlap these ever so slightly. So when I do a weld, they're all as one word, one piece. And when I get to the Y, I also, with this one, I just want to make the Y not so slanted over, so I turn it a little bit. I have more control if I hold the control key down. I select all them, and I go weld. You see they're all connected, and yes they are. Now I see where I'm going to put these, and you might have to take them in a bit. It's all just from eye. You still need a bit of anchor on both of these, both sides of the stairs. So there's still a bit of anchor there. Now with this B, I could chop the B, but I might add to the B. So I bring in an auto quad 2-point rec, and I just add a little bar to it. I just move that over. I also like to make a copy of that one. Copy, paste in place. I'll take that over, and I'll just add to the Y. Sometimes I'd rather add to the lettering and shapes than do a crop. That's my personal preference. It's not the rule. So I take that and I weld it. Then if I just do a crop now, crop that there, take it up higher than your actual work area, and we'll just double check. And then we go lower to the next plane down. So that is now in place. We just pan around to see. I might move it over to the right a bit. Oh, and I forgot to take my snapping off. So I moved it over a heck of a lot. And we'll just take that over and see if we're happy on both the side anchors of the stairs. And I'm happy with that. So now I'll give myself an anchor at the top of the B. And I think I'll give myself an anchor between the A and the Y. And that's where my two anchors are going to go. So now I do a space bar. And I go to the 2-point rec. I give myself the 1/8 of an inch snapping. And I give myself a anchor here. go down to the A and Y, give myself an anchor here, and we hit this button here, and here is our card already. The only other thing I wanted to do is on my example, I went to the start here, this plane here, and I brought in an 5-point star. I brought that down, take the snapping back off. If you're ever having trouble trying to get things resized and stuff, and it just not doing it for you, most of the time it will be the snapping, because it wants to take it. You say if it's on an inch snapping, you don't move these arrows far enough in, it'll stay at the size that it is. And with that one, I put that there. I do a copy of that. Then I select both of them and I do a join. Then I go back to the next plane by using the Control Shift and rolling back. I go paste in place. I take that star, I put one on this side. Then I do a copy of that, paste. I take that across to this side. Because I just picked it up, freehand moved it, I'll select both of them. I'll align horizontal center. Then I will go copy of that, select all, and do a join. I'll roll back to the next one, do a paste in place, move my stars so they're in place, deselect, take this star over. To make sure I haven't changed the horizontal center of that, click on this button, do a copy of that, select all, do a join. Now I do a join, mainly it'll stay there when you're doing the cut, but I do a join so when I do the virtual snapshot, it's going to show through. If I just left them not joined, when I do the virtual snapshot, it will just show this plain black cover. It won't show that there's a star on top. And I get into the habit of making sure that I join the pieces in place. Just click off that, move that in place, make sure they're both still horizontally aligned. Maybe that one's just a little bit too in the outer. I select both of them, do a copy, select all, and do a join. Now I go to the last one and I go paste in place, move the stars into where I want them, click off there, bring this over. This card is done in real time. It shows that it's a simple card with just using the fold back and the cut and paste in place. And that's how quick and easy you can get a simple card done. People have been asking me for more simple PCS videos, and that's why I thought I'll do this lesson, because that is now a quick, easy card for you to follow. It's not one of the intricate cards that I've been making. We'll do a print preview on that. And there's our card with all the score lines in the right place. And it's simple and easy and a wow card to give people, friends and relatives. So this has been Susan Blue Robot at susanbluerobot.com. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that it shows that I still am going to do simple, quick, easy cards for people who want to see this type of card. This has been Susan Blue Robot at susanbluerobot.com. If you'd like to purchase either Make the Card or Pop-Up Card Studio, you'll find a link on my blog. If you use that, you help support my blog. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.